So I've been getting asked a lot by you guys if Genshin Impact is worth taking a look at from a gacha game, mobile game, MMO-ish action RPG standpoint. Is there loot involved? Is it pay to win? Is it fun? What is it about? All of that stuff. We're going to be going into that as much as possible here, as shortly as possible today, guys. So let's talk about it first of all. I've spent 25, 30 hours so far in Genshin Impact, and I have loved the vast majority of it, nearly every single moment. There's a lot to explore, a lot to do. It's like you're turning nooks and crannies and looking and turning over rocks. There's literally any location that you look at, left, right, center, you're gonna find something to involve yourself with in the game, whether it's combat or just exploration, the mini puzzles that you find out there while you're going over everything in the game. It's a very wide open area. The game's only been out a couple days now at this point officially, and it's been a fantastic experience. It's beautiful to look at. It's fun to explore. There's a lot of cool stuff as far as the world map is considered on its own right, and there's also just a lot of cool stuff to talk about when you're looking at party compositions and how to build a team. It's also pretty in-depth. There's lots of things to do as far as character growth and progression if you like that as well. So there's going to be a lot of things in here for everyone to have fun with, depending on what kind of player that you are. If you like adventure and exploration, it's got plenty of that. If you like interesting, unique combat, it has that. If you like character customization and building with the different teammates that you're bringing into a party, it has that. It also has some co-op elements that are there right now. They're pretty bare bones right now. The co-op is, and it's also not that necessary now because no one's really at the extremely hard part of the games in Genshin Impact. So let's tackle the first thing. Is the Genshin Impact, number one, is it pay to win? I'm going to say absolutely not. You don't have to spend a single dollar in this game. I have for fun, but you do not need to whatsoever. So let's talk about the free characters that you get right now in the game and how it sort of lends itself to this point. So each time you create a new character, you create a new account, you can have the main character, you can pick male or female. They'll be able to be, as of right now, 2 different elements, and that's the main thing with Genshin Impact when you're building a party is element diversity, because different elements can chain together with other elements and create elemental combos. When you go to create a party, there's this elemental bonus setup that you can do, the elemental resonance bonus, where if you have all unique characters, you get elemental resistance to everything by 15%, making your team a little bit more tanky against everything. It's the most minor thing that you can do. You can also make more focused parties where you can have double fire, where you get bonus attack. You can have double water for incoming healing, double wind for increased movement speed and reduced stamina consumption, shorter cooldowns, double lightning, double ice, double earth, and you can have 2 of these active at any time if you're doing the double. So you could do double fire, double water. So you get bonus healing and bonus attack. You're also affected by ice and fire by less. So that element combination system lends credence to your party customization. So with that being said, what sort of characters do you get for free in Genshin? Right now, as you go in and you make an account, you will get the main character who starts off as Wind. You can change them to Earth. You will gain access to Amber, who is a base fire character that is a bow user. You will gain access to a character known as Kea, who's going to be your ice character, and you'll also get Lisa, who's going to be your lightning character. So that lends you most of the elements in the game right now. On top of that, there's a beginner's banner that you will get enough currency to pull on for free. All right, and that will get you access to the Earth character Noelle, who's like a tanky sort of like a tanky supportive character who can be like the anchor of your team. She can dish out pretty okay damage, has large AoEs, can heal, can shield your team. She's gonna be the backbone of your party. But on top of that, if you rank 20 before patch 1.1 rolls out, which I think will be sometime, at the middle/late end of October, which is not that hard to hit rank 20. Just do the main quests and things of that nature. You will gain access to Barbara, who's an S tier healer, extremely powerful, and she's going to be your water unit that you're going to gain access to as well. And then you'll also be able to gain access to Xingling from an in-game event quest going on right now, where you need to reach 20 in your player rank and do something known as the Abyss Tower, which also in itself gives you some great end game rewards, and it's something to work through, and it's one of the pieces of content in the game. So if we're gonna go look at the Abyss Tower to get access to shingling, just to be a little bit more in depth, we're gonna teleport over there, and what you'll be gaining access to on top of the base Abyss Spiral rewards, which is like this multi-floor dungeon. There's going to be these 8 that are released right now, as well as the final Abyssal Spire, but all you need to do is beat this one right here, floor 3. It's easily accessible for everyone, free to play, whoever it is. You can get in there, you can do this pretty easily as you get through near like halfway through the prologue story for you guys there. So you can get that, get access to all those characters. And the other thing that is going to be reinforcing this idea of you know, this whole is it pay to win thing, and it's not, is the most important things, right, in the game aren't just your characters, aren't just how you use them, but it's that action RPG loot fiesta sort of thing. And this is the artifact system. These are the most powerful and important things, and these come exclusively from playing the game. There's no gotcha for artifacts. You can't pull and make, you know, the best artifacts. And if you've played, you know, any sort of action RPG game out there, Path of Exile, you know, Destiny, Diablo, things like that, these items will drop. There are set bonuses on them. They have randomized stats on them, and this is what you're going to be using and sort of just kind of playing and getting and acquiring as you level up. The higher you level up, the harder the world gets over time, the harder everything gets, but the more rewarding everything gets as well. So you'll be getting access to these. I've just now started to gain access to these because I am an explorer extraordinaire, and that is one of the things that I find most wonderful in the game. So that's something that you're going to be doing there. As far as your daily activities, what are you going to be doing outside of exploring? And guys, these places are absolutely monstrous. Like this little area right here, Storm Terror's Lair, for instance, you can see how small it is compared to literally the rest of the size of the map, right? What is that, like maybe 1/15th, 1/16th of the map? But if we go there, we go to hang out, we teleport there, you'll be able to see just how large of an area this is, and you can sort of, you know, compare what you can see here with how big it was on the map, and you'll be able to see just how much how big everything is. So this is like, that's that little area on the map, is all of this. There's so much to do in this game. There's always something to do, like a puzzle down there, a puzzle over there, some monsters to fight there that are hiding a treasure chest, you know, world bosses, world mini bosses that you need to be able to beat for loot. So there's always something to do in Genshin Impact, which I've always liked, and I've always, if I had the biggest complaint, and it's a thing on myself, it's I always seem to be going and having, I need to do this as my objective sort of scenario, and I'll get sidetracked trying to go from like this area to this area, and I'll find like 30 things to do, and I'm like, oh man, I don't really need to do all of those, in 30s obviously hyperbole, but I'll hit like 3 or 4 things to do, treasure chest to open, bosses to fight, mini bosses. It's really cool. I've enjoyed it thoroughly there. So that's going to be your generic thing as you're doing quests and stuff. That's going to pop up, and then you can see you can fight the world bosses here every day, and this comes into line with the system where you have energy. The only thing that takes energy in this game are these world bosses that will cost you these energies here every single day. You'll be able to get some energy for free, and then it refreshes over time. And these bosses and these different ley lines or electrohypostasises, or the harder world bosses like the Lupus Boris or even the Storm Terror, will take more stuff. And these are sort of on rotation. You'll be able to defeat these characters, the Oceanids and the Electrohypostasises. The different world bosses will drop stuff to level up your characters, break their level caps, and that's kind of what you'll be working on there. And then in the meantime, you're going to be exploring the map, doing different side quests. There's been some major side quests in here. They have cutscenes. All right, there's just a ton of stuff to do for Genshin Impact there, and it's a mobile game, totally free to play friendly. Yes, there's the shop that has access to character banners and weapon banners, but it's not necessary to progress in this game whatsoever. That is the wish system here that you can see here before us. So I spent a little bit with my friends to pull on to see how it was. The rates in this game are pretty atrocious, which even more facilitates that you shouldn't be spending anything, especially if you're as a free-to-play player thinking about dabbling. Don't spend anything. Just see what you get. use what you like and have fun with the game. You can play this as an entirely solo player experience if you so desire. Spend no money in it, progress fine, and just get out there and explore. So Genshin Impact has just been awesome. It's been giving me back those Skyrim vibes of back in the day, back when it first came out, when everyone, you know, got over and got along with the Skyrim sort of like exploration fantasy sort of aspect. It's reminded me a lot of that. So a bunch of fun here with this game. I've been having a ton of fun. We've been playing it a ton on my stream, twitch.tv/Howls as well. If you want to drop by, check that out for a lot of different information. If you have questions, things like that, check it out for sure. But definitely download this game. It's absolutely free. If you're on if you're on the edge of should I play it, should I not, check it out. It's absolutely free. I've been playing it on the PC clients, available for PS4 as well as mobile, and then in the future for the Switch. So check it out. It's worth checking out. If you don't like it, delete it. It costs you nothing but your time. So that's going to be it there. Thank you guys for coming in, hanging out. Definitely check it out. And until then, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Take care.